A university is not something that one simply opens, like a savings account or a jar of pickles. Any self-respecting academic institution was doubtlessly opened long ago by dignified people who wore bowler hats and spoke via subtitle. The world is a creation of the past, and it is our job to keep it all going and try not to touch anything.
Students are reminded to set reminders.
I'll turn my noise cancellation off, that might be a problem. I have a bit of problems with that occasionally. Game volume, turn that off a bit.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Hard work may or may not pay off.
Welcome to the show. I'm Richard E. Hawthorne, and you join me today for 2 Point Radio's Election Day Special. We'll be talking all things mayoral as 2 Point County approaches another important day in its history, and indeed, its future. Get in touch to tell us what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Who will be the next mayor of 2 Point County? You decide.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. Now taking students for scientography. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. The academic year is starting. I hope you have a pencil. in the science lab. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog.
That's what the best of students. Let's see, that I suppose. Very common thing
We're back. Today's election sees incumbent Mayor Tabitha Winsock take on all challenges. One such foe is Gumbo McNally. Yes, the cousin of Jumbo CEO Jumbo McNally. Ms. Winsock has held a steady, some say tedious lead in the polls over Mr. McNally. But what effect, if any, will his last gasp speech have on today's proceedings? If you missed it, Mr. McNally finished a rousing 12-minute display with a story of how he once took a modest pile of change from his father and turned it into an impressive lunchtime spread featuring sandwiches, crisps, and sausage rolls. Oh, now that is impressive.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. Students are asked not to ask questions. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless.
This from Michelle in Smogley. I spoke to Mayor Windsock after a Q&A once and told her that I'd written her a letter. She said that she remembered reading it, but I'd never sent it to her. So what? Did she break into my house? Or is she, like, telepathic, but just with post? What a lovely anecdote, Michelle. And aren't we lucky to have a mayor that's willing to go above as well as beyond?
Scientography lecture starting now. Students are reminded to find themselves. Students are reminded to be in two places at once.
Schoolwork, social life, exercise. Just can't do it all. There's only one way to fit everything in. Make your life Jumbo. Jumbo University. Be your biggest self.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. are non-transferable.
It's election day here in 2 Point County. Who else remembers the year they tried to hold the election through a bungle-made phone application? It's amazing to think that we'll never know whether the app didn't work or if no one voted that year. That's the mysterious wonder of pioneering technology. Anyway, here's hoping that this year we'll get some votes in.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. There's a fly in here. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
Here's a word from Jeffrey in Blyton. I, for one, think things have been alright, but no, could they have been better? I think I speak for everyone when I say, yes, maybe they could have. Thanks for your time, Jeffrey. Wise words.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed.
The witching hour is almost here, and this journalist's heart is positively beating with legislative excitement. But while we wait for the final count, I'll leave you with this. I spoke to my neighbour last weekend, and he informed me that he never decides his vote until he's in the booth, giving that fateful cross to whichever candidate has the funnier name. Just goes to show we're all a bit of method, all a bit of madness.
The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything you wanted to do? The academic... The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better.
The votes are in, and we're hearing that it's a landslide victory for Mayor Tabitha Winsock. Some people are bound to be pleased, while others must be feeling something else entirely. What we do know is that democracy has triumphed, meaning that, yet again, the people of 2 Point County will be getting what they asked for. We've made our bed, and now it's time to sleep in it. Good night.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. Now taking students for virtual normality. The academic year is starting. I hope you have a pencil. Students should check in before trying to learn. plagiarism is not a belief system. Announcement. Plants need water, remember?
It's the Harrison Wolf Show, baby. All right. Hey, this is Harrison Wolf, and thanks for stopping by. Today, we're going to be talking about a subject that's near and dear to my heart. The one thing you need when things are getting hairy. You hear something funny outside, or you're just hiding from the milkman. That's right. Today, we're talking panic rooms.
Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Education is non-refundable. Administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
Every good panic room starts with its supplies. Now, some things are a must. Your crackers, your flashlight, your bottles of water, sure. But don't be afraid to show some personality. I, for one, keep a bowling ball in my panic room. I find it's the perfect place to practice.
Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
Now, when it comes to surveillance, I'm strictly an anti-camera kind of guy. My philosophy is, I can't see you, you can't see me. So I like to keep things as low tech as possible. I'd recommend strategically placed strings attached to some bells. You hear a ring, and you got yourself a visitor. Of course, sometimes it's the doorbell, and you really do have a visitor. If you want to get real crafty, just leave a load of rakes in your yard. No one suspects a rake in the yard, but you'll hear the sucker when he steps on one and takes a handle to the chops. Ouch.
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time.
You want to make stacks of easy cash, but reading about stocks is really boring. Invest in Bungle Coin. It's like a fictional cryptocurrency, but with 40% less saturated fat.
Staff are reminded to be inspirational. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you.
Here's a question from Gyro in Duckworth. What are some of your favorite panic room pastimes? Hey, thanks for the question, Gyro. I find that you can have a lot of fun with a little bouncy ball. In fact, one time I was bouncing, lost track of time, and it turned out that I'd been doing it for 16 hours. I went cold turkey after that, meaning I was hungry, and took a turkey sandwich out of the freezer. Turkey.
Staff are reminded to care about students. Talking on campus. Thank you. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum.
Here's one for the more advanced panickers amongst you. It's important to be one step ahead. What do I mean by that? Well, you could do a number of things. You could have a trapdoor for sneaky getaway. You could install your panic room in a hall of mirrors. Or you could hang a sign on the door that says, "Out for lunch." They won't know what's hit them.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
Mike, wrong. I'll shout at you a bit better.
If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
I don't want to go around for some
Let's take one more question before we wrap up here. Here's a good one. What type of wood would you recommend for the furniture in your panic room? Well, you can't go wrong with oak. That baby's a classic for a reason. Me, personally, I like maple. It's heavy, and I like the added water resistance. Plus, it's fun to say. Maple.
Janitor required in lecture theatre. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed.
Why it's not working. No sound at all. Desktop audio down. Can you hear me now?
The academic year is over. Students must
I'm gonna have to try and have a look at my mic. It's all on maximum. I don't know why it's like it is.
Now.
Average in fact continue. 30 people coming over, that's good. Nobody's graduated yet. But not bad. So that's not bad for the first game, so we just thought we'd have a little bit of a mess about there. So I think what I'll do now is I'll end it here and have another quick go some other time. For everybody that came along, thank you so much for coming and watching. If you like what you see, you can always come and have a look at other videos I've done in the past. We always appreciate new subscribers and like and continue to follow if you like seeing this content. So thank you for coming. See you again next time.